Hope people are having a beautiful evening. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. Well, welcome. Hopefully people are having a lovely Thursday evening and yeah, Global Roots. So Global Roots programs, summer programs for high school students. And we also run college gap year programs through our sister organization, Carpe Diem Education. These programs are incredible for students that are looking for a truly transformative experience. We've been operating since 1967. This is our 56th year of programming, and I've operated programs all over the world. Really focus on small groups, world-class leaders, and our programs are technology free. To some of you out there, that might feel like a big stretch or something that feels a little bit scary. We found that for students, this is an absolute game changer in being able to connect with the world, and for students that have maybe spend a little bit too much time on technology or gets a little bit too wrapped into social media. This is a really healing and nourishing experience for them. It's one of the favorite components for programs. And my name is Adam. I've been with Global Roots for the last 17 years. I've led 11 of these programs myself all over the world, and super grateful to be here with you. So we focus on meaningful community-driven service. That means that any projects that we do are selected by our host communities. We're not coming in and saying, this is what we're, going into somewhere like Ecuador. We want to build an ice skating rink. It's always selected by our local contacts and local communities, and focus on deep cultural exchange. Our mission is to prepare the emerging leaders of the world with the tools, skills, and competence to thrive in our interconnected world through the powerful experiences of immersive, meaningful, and authentic cross-cultural exchange. Something that we probably all notice these days is that high school students are coming out of high school pretty unprepared for the rigors of more independent life in college. And these programs are designed to give students the tools to be able to solve interesting problems together, experience that sense of belonging and community, and be able to, to be able to have a smoother transition to higher learning when they fly the coop. Under the hood, students don't really see this. Our programs are non-academic in nature. It's deep experiential learning. We're working on the domains of global competence, so recognizing perspectives, learning how to communicate ideas across cross-cultural boundaries, and then learning how to take action throughout the rest of their experience, even beyond the program. And when our programs are successful, we're looking for lifelong impact for students to learn how to cultivate compassion and those emotional intelligence skills, develop the confidence, independence, and leadership that are going to be necessary for students to be successful and flourish and feel engaged in the long term. And as I mentioned before, we provide so many opportunities for students to solve complex problems in their group, and to be able to nurture cultural awareness. As I mentioned before, tech-free policy is a huge part of our programs. It's pretty rare these days, but students are, we provide a lot of communication to families. We know that you want to hear from your students. These programs are for high school students, so ages 14 to 18. And we communicate. We're always posting updates on social media, send out weekly blog posts, communication with parents. And if there's anything, whether it's a behavioral incident or an injury or an illness or anything that we know that parents would want to be aware of, we're going to be in touch right away. We have a very collaborative process with our families. Something that really sets Global Roots apart is our emphasis on safety and risk management. Our staff, I think, is really the magic sauce of these programs. Tend to be a lot older. Our average age is about 32. Many have led several Global Roots programs. Most have a wilderness first responder and mental health first aid training. And staff go through a 12-day staff training, which is rare in this field. These days, a lot of staff trainings might be like 4 or 6 days, but we have an immersive 12-day staff training for our staff just to make sure that they're prepared to be able to provide a really deep and engaging and safe experience. Talked a little bit. Most of our programs do have a homestay, with the exception of our Italy, Greece, and Hawaii programs. This is the highlight of the experience for almost every student. Students live in pairs with homestay families, and we go through a triple vetting process throughout the year. I was just meeting with some alumni from a school in Seattle, and every single one on the highlight of their program is their homestay family and their brothers and sisters, and they're showing me their WhatsApp messages with their families after the program. All of our programs have 3 parts: orientation, immersion, which is when the major projects happen, and then final travel. And that component of the program is to be able to tie a bow in the experience and prepare students for the process of reentry. We have programs this summer in Nepal, Costa Rica, Hawaii, Thailand, Cambodia, Fiji, New Zealand, Ecuador, and the Amazon, Italy, and Greece. Nepal is 5 weeks, Costa Rica, Hawaii, and Ecuador are 4 weeks long, and the other programs are 8 weeks long. And it looks like I've got 30 seconds left. Maybe that's not right. We also offer gap semester programs with Carpe, our sister organization, Carpe Diem Education, and feel free to put any questions in the chat window. Thank you all so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Adam. Really appreciate it. Coming up.